Hi everyone, it's Scooter. Today I decided, actually, I was asked to make tortillas. My wife wants burritos tonight for dinner. So I'm going to show you how I make tortillas. And then for the burrito, we like to use this what is it, Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. I just dump a bunch in the water with some chicken and cook it real slow. And then of course it's chicken, because that's what we eat, because it's cheap. Just like the meat that I've canned, you know. What do you think that is? Yep, right, beef. No, I'm kidding, just chicken. So I'll wait till that cooks up, and then I'll debone it and shred it this time. Alright, so I have 4 cups of flour in here, a tablespoon of baking soda. You can actually, or baking powder, I'm sorry. You can actually skip that. It's not a big deal. And then 2 teaspoons of salt. I like to use sea salt. And then to that, I mixed it up. And then to that, I add 6 tablespoons of manteca, because lard is the best. Crisco vegetable shortening, they just don't taste as good, and they don't last as long. They tend to be drier, and they're real brittle. Let's see. Armour makes this manteca or lard. Oh, Conagra. You know it's good when it says Conagra. Nothing's better than GMO. Alright. Let's get you back up here. Show you something else. Got some gun corns here. My EDC for today is going to be this Nerf 3-shot. This thing is bad, but it's a Nerf 1000. Protects the whole family with this thing. It's got a little laser sight in the front. Can't go wrong with this. I think I picked this up at Wally World for what is it, $1,000 or something like that. This thing's awesome. Alright, I'll get this mixed up, and I'll be back when I get it and get to the next step. Alright, I have mixed it up. It gets kind of crumbly, almost like when you're making a pie crust. A little bit less than that. Okay, so once you get to that step, it's time to add liquid. Now, I have some milk here warming up. It's hot. It's important that the liquid is hot. I have 2 cups here on the stove top. I'm not saying that I'm going to use 2 cups. I might use less. It really depends on the day. I've used anywhere from 1.5 cups to 2 cups. Just depends. So we'll get this going on low. We'll add this in here. And we're just gonna wait until it comes together. Up on that. Kind of pulling away from the side. I'm going to put a little more in there. And I'm going to say done. I think it pulls it all together. Almost. A little more. If you get it too wet, it's hard to handle. If you get it too dry, it's hard to handle. Alright, I'm going to switch to the dough hook just a second. Alright, so you can see that you can mush in your hand, it doesn't stick to you. I'm going to go ahead and mix this for a couple minutes. Get it together. There we go. Okay. Alright, it's done mixing for 2 minutes. Already got the dough hook off. You're going to get it into a ball. Plop it in the bottom there. Put your towel over top of it and let it rest. Usually I let it rest until I get the mixer wiped off, cord wrapped up, put away, and then I start. Alright, I'm going to show you a few tools we'll be using today. I have a tortilla press. Usually I use wax paper, but I'm going to try and experiment today. I'm going to wrap it in cling wrap. So I got a piece there, and I got it in the back, and I got it all twisted up. And then I'm going to do the same for the bottom. I might even use a rubber band to hold it. So let's try that. What I do is I normally start with this press, and then I'll go to a rolling pin because I like to get it a lot thinner. I think this just makes them too thick. So I'll get the dough out, I'll divide it up, usually divide it in like, I don't know, anywhere from 16 to 18 pieces, so that'll mean 16 to 18 tortillas. But what I gotta do is I gotta get my tripod set up, duct tape on the camera, and then we'll get started. Alright, so I got my tripod together. So I got the dough cut in half. Set that over there. And I'll cut it. And then I'll probably reshape this. Cut it again. Cut it again. Okay, so we got that. We'll throw them back there. Reshape it. Okay. Let's see what I'm going to get about 16 out of this. So, reshaping it. Cut it. Cut it. Then you're going to take and you kind of hold it and then push it up underneath like that. And pinch the back here. Then you're going to try to roll it into a ball or something. Okay. Okay. It might come apart. Just have to. Here we go. And then do that, and then immediately you want to cover them up with that towel again, because what will happen is they'll start to dry out. Alright, I got them all underneath the towel, ready to go. I got my station set up. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I just use this tortilla press to get the first initial press out of it, and then I use this roller to roll them out thin. Now, this is what I cook mine on, right on the stove top. I don't get it real hot. Well, it's hot, but so when I'm rolling one out, I got one cooking, and then when I see it's bubbling up and nice, I flip it. So I'm going to do a bunch of these, and then I'll show you how I cook them. but I'm going to show you how I roll it out now. I wasn't kidding about the tripod, that's what that's what that is. I didn't mention before that if when you're doing this you don't get flour on you or all over you, you are not doing this right. It is not possible to do this without getting flour all over you. Alright, so initially it looks like the saran wrap is a great idea. So let me get some flour, because you need a well floured surface. Really, for real. Test my griddle there, that feels good and hot. Alright, get that good and floured. Hopefully you guys can see me. And then move everything out of the way. Okay, what I do is I'll go this way with it, because you saw my griddle, how long it is. That's how I make it. So right now I'm working on the width of the tortilla. That's pretty good right there. Now we're going to work on the length. I get it on the floor. Everywhere. So let me get this done. So then I flip it over. Because what it is you'll get excess build up on one edge or the other. It'll be thicker. You just flip it or move it, however, wherever you can work it. Now, you're going to notice that these aren't perfect, and they don't have to be. But look at that one little ball. Made that big one. Alright, I'm on the last one. As you can see, I am a mess. And so is everything else. It's like you're doing battle. Don't worry. Alright. There's the last one. Get this out of the way. The saran wrap around was awesome. I just put some rubber bands on it. It was a good idea that I had. Alright. So, you'll take it, you'll get it up. You want to get most of this flour off, but since I only have one hand, get it on there. What I normally do is take my hand and see how it's kind of like rubbery and spread it out a little more. You do it until your hand starts burning. But since I only got the one hand, I'm not going to do it. And then you'll see it's starting to bubble. Usually I am rolling out another one while this happens. So what I'll do is I'll show you this. Now I make my tortillas this size because this is the skillet I have to do it with. And I already had this Tupperware thing, so that worked out great. The cloth that I have covering it is a damp flour sack cloth. You do that or the tortillas will go brittle on you. Alright, looks pretty good. I'm just going to flip it. Most of this is just toasted flour. Alright, so that's about the color that you're going to get. And then that side will toast up, and then I'll put it in the Tupperware container, and then I'll put the lid on this. It's really a cake pan. So I'll put this on, and then I'll shred the chicken, and then we'll make the burritos.